Hello and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house and not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, my book which outlines all of my strategies on how I've been able to obtain a 30 to 40% ROI season after season across 6 sports and adding more every day. So if you'd like to learn all of my strategies, get in-depth insights, and strategic techniques, truly, this book is a great handicapping tool, and I've been loving hearing all of your reviews about it. Everyone has been saying that truly this has helped them, whether they're at a beginner level or even as a pro. Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming into my stream. It is so nice seeing all of you this evening. Thank you so much for joining. Hello Brian, DJ Ray, The Sharp, David, Spencer, welcome in. It is so nice seeing you guys. I hope you are all having a lovely Thursday evening. Now, I think it's time to get our evening started off right on a high note. So I am smoking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Alien. And yes, the effects of this strain are as crazy as the name. It really offers a spacey, euphoric high, and it's great for unwinding, but has a fun kind of otherworldly vibe to it. And I just want to pick up a bud, show it to you. Good stuff we have going on here. Yeah, Tyler, we've been having a great time in college basketball. Wow. Perfect day yesterday. I didn't have a chance to do my video, but I mean, really, like, you can't complain with just the results. The results speak for themselves, and everyone who signed up for the free daily emails just by clicking on the Stay in Touch box at arielcalista.com, you guys already know. My email is full of winners and insights. Now, before we get started, it's always important to sit back, relax, and get your mind right to win some wagers. Hello, see you. Hello, welcome in. It's been a long time. Thanks for stopping in. It is so nice seeing so many familiar faces tonight, and I really can't wait to dive into some wagers. What a week! Of course, as you all know, I've been spending a majority of my time on basketball, but let's talk about the NFL game tonight, because I know that's what you've all been dying to hear. And yeah, I will rip another one, DJ. Sounds great. Man, the game tonight, really, the lines are not moving at all. Baltimore opened up at -6, and guess what? It's still sitting at -6. The total opened up at 52.5. And you know what? Even though there's level 2 money on over, It's still sitting at 52.5. Vegas is holding these lines so tight. I don't like this game tonight either, Tyler. I think our consensus play here tonight is to stay away from this game. Seriously. I expect that there will be a lot of points, but Vegas already knows that, and they've adjusted the lines to account for that. So are you really going to get any good value here? I don't think so, personally. You're betting the under, CU. Wow, I'm just staying away from it. I mean, that definitely could be an angle I could see, because Vegas just is not reacting to the over money. They're holding this 52.5 line very tight. I do have a prop for you. There is a spot where I found some nice value. I like Derrick Henry to score 2 rushing touchdowns at plus 195. This was sitting at plus 150 in some spots, so I recommend you shop around. I found this at MGM, but I like it at plus 195. That's a nice prop. Plus 195, a big plus money play, and this really makes sense to me, especially if you get it at plus 195 instead of plus 150. I know these props. They have a tremendous amount of juice already built into them, and that's why it's important to line shop even if you're just looking at playing props for the night. Like, so important to do that. It's not just about shopping the lines, shop your props. Line shop for props as well, because getting it at plus 195 versus plus 150, that's a big difference. It seriously is. And I'm going to have a prop segment in the morning report tomorrow. Well, I guess it's not so much a morning report, but like the afternoon report. And I will be diving into a little bit more about props. I will have some good knowledge there, so make sure to check it out, and of course subscribe to these free daily emails just by going to arielcalista.com and then clicking on the stay in touch button. And with all of those winners yesterday, how could you not subscribe to these free daily emails? This email yesterday told you exactly where they were. I didn't have time for a video, and they are free. They go out every day. They have my picks of the day, pictures of me every day, and so much more. So of course, if you like the morning report, please tell a friend, and let's all just win together. Oh, thank you so much for posting all my links. Ooh, I think you have a good point there, Sharp. Unders are extra juice in props and double extra juiced on the overs. That's actually a very good, insightful statement that you have there, because Vegas knows. Vegas really does know. I mean, I was able to kind of look at this game. I really only found this one prop that I liked, that really stood out to me here. So, yeah. Derrick Henry to score 2 rushing touchdowns at plus 195. Let's go, let's go. You know, I don't really have anything there right now at the moment. Have you looked at the overs, unders as a whole on these Thursday games? Do you mean like over the season, or just like in this specific game? But really, this is the only thing that popped out to me looking at my AI model. I just like this prop, especially because you could get it at this plus money play. While I'm waiting for you to respond, feel free to type it. I will be keeping my eyes peeled. And we are going into the 2-minute drill. Primetime unders, please clarify over the season. You know what? Let me dive into that a little bit more after the 2-minute drill. We'll be right back, everyone. Stay tuned.
Cannabis-based workouts represent a revolution.
Sorry, wrong one. When it comes to sports, there's a huge difference between watching, playing, and wagering. Watching a sport or playing it has nothing to do with wagering on it. Even if you're a legendary NFL mind like Coach Jimmy Johnson, that doesn't mean that you're going to be great at betting on the NFL. You can know every single play in a book and still struggle at the sports book because wagering requires a completely different skill set, rooted in math, strategy, and unbiased analysis. I'm a professional sports wagerer with a 30+% ROI across 6 sports, a figure that ranks with the best. But if you ask me to evaluate an NFL wide receiver's performance with only my eyes and no contextual data, I wouldn't pretend to know. If you love sports, by all means, watch them, play them, talk about them, but don't bet on them just because you're a fan. To succeed in sports wagering, you need to remove emotion and any team or player affiliations. Think like Mr. Spock. No bias, no self-delusion. Believe me, Las Vegas knows everything the broadcasters do. The injuries, the weathers, the trends, they're ahead of the curve and they know what you already know. So why try to beat them? I've learned to leverage their moves. I watch the house, not the game. I analyze how Las Vegas adjusts, how the pros and casual bettors react, and what the lines do in response. My focus isn't on who I think will win, but rather what Las Vegas is saying about the lines and the odds. This approach often leads to betting on underdogs, but opens up a broad array of strategic options. Ultimately, betting with a house rather than against it has led me to a model that even the pros say outperforms theirs by a large margin. And I'm constantly learning, so why not join me? I hope you guys enjoyed that 2-minute drill. We came in right under the 2-minute mark, I believe. Thanks so much for all the hearts, everyone. I see you guys liking it all on YouTube. Also, please, of course, remember to give this video, this live stream, a thumbs up and follow this channel if you haven't already. Now, if you have any questions on anything that I was talking about in a video, feel free to reach out to me anytime at arielcalista.com. Now, see you back to your question. I'm going to have to look into this a little bit more and do a little bit more research because, this is one of those questions that, I personally don't have all the data for at this very moment, but, once I'm able to really get off air and run my model again, just a little too much bandwidth for my computer right now, I'll be able to let you know. So feel free to message me, email me this question, and I'll follow up with you. And just let you know like how this is looking over the season. Now let's dive into basketball. And tonight I am starting with the NBA. Now my current NBA ROI right now is sitting at 64.9%. I know that sounds unbelievable, like really, but you could actually go back and look at all my videos and track it. I've had 19 wins, 3 losses so far in the NBA this season. It's a 86.4% win rate. I've played 22 units, just to give you guys some more information on how I've been betting, performing so far. An 86.4% win rate is really good. High ROIs. I know I'm not going to be able to keep it up all season, but as it stands right now, that's insane. So it just shows playing with the house really has its benefits. Oh, what did you say here? Oh, smoking. Yeah, I noticed that my chat does censor a lot of words, so I'm gonna fix that because we do a lot of smoking on here, and that's not a bad thing because I love cannabis and cannabis loves me. Okay, so let's dive into some of these winning NBA plays that I have for you. This starts at 8:10 p.m. Eastern, Jazz versus Bucks. And here I am looking at the total. This opened up at 227.5, pushed out to 230.5. There was level 4 money pushing it, so I love seeing that. I love to see the big surge of pro money pushing this line out, agreeing with Las Vegas. The money has dwindled out a little bit. Now there's only level 2 money on the over, but I still like it, seeing it move from 227.5 to 230.5. I think this will easily go over, so I like this play a lot. Jazz versus Bucks going over tonight. Now moving on to the Timberwolves versus Bulls game. This is at the same time, and I've been watching both the total and the spread here, but ultimately, as you guys saw in the morning report, well, afternoon report, I mean, this spread really moved out, but then if you've been watching the number, it started falling apart. I mean, the total started falling apart. It opened up at 224.5, pushed all the way out to 227.5. Then it came all the way back to 226.5. So I just didn't really like seeing this fall apart like that. So I prefer looking at the spread here. The Timberwolves went from -6.5 to -8.5 to -9. Now it's sitting at -9.5. I grabbed this at -9, but there's a lot of mixed money on the spread here. And truthfully, it looks like Vegas is taking a stance on this game because the money is so mixed. You know, it's Vegas pushing this line out. It's not really the pro money pushing it out like you would expect, or an influx of Joe money pushing it out, you know, moving a line and, you know, Vegas taking a stand. This is simply Vegas moving this line on a lot of mixed money. So I do like the Timberwolves tonight. So yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. I grabbed that at -9. So like I said before, line shop around a little bit because I think you could still find it at -9 in some spots. And now I have a prop. Ooh, which one of those two do you like better? Oh, this is a good one. I'm gonna have to go with I want to say the Timberwolves, honestly. It's a tough one, but yeah, I kind of like that one. That's just such a big move, and it's on mixed money, and I really like seeing that. I also have a prop for you, and it's in the Trailblazers Spurs game. Alright, I'm looking at Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle gets the start for tonight for the Spurs, and his points plus rebounds plus assist number is projected by my micro AI model to be a bit above 17. And this is when both Paul and Wemby play. So I like the over 14.5 at -105. I say grab this. Grab it with both hands. I really like this prop. Plus, I have another prop for you here, so stay with me. Hey, Super Pro. I'm taking the over 2.5 assists at +125. And if you want to have a little bit more action going on here, you could also take the over 8.5 points at -106. There you have it. You like the assists a lot. Let's go. I think you have a good point there. So there you have it, all of my props in this game, and it's a lot. So I like this, and now I think it is time to keep getting our minds right before I go into my next plays. So we are going into the Cannabis Corner.
Cannabis-based workouts represent a revolutionary approach to fitness by marrying the natural benefits of cannabis with physical exercise. offering unique advantages for those seeking a balanced, enjoyable, and sustainable fitness routine. One of the primary benefits cannabis provides to exercise is the heightened focus and mind-body connection many users report. For those struggling to find motivation or engagement in repetitive workouts, cannabis can enhance sensory experiences, allowing individuals to become more in tune with their bodies, their movements, and even their breathing. This sense of immersion not only makes exercise feel more enjoyable, but can encourage consistency by creating positive associations with working out. Another compelling aspect is cannabis's potential role in pain management and recovery. The anti-inflammatory properties of cannabinoids like CBD may alleviate muscle soreness and joint discomfort, allowing for a smoother recovery between workout sessions. For those with chronic pain or conditions that make exercise challenging, cannabis can provide a natural alternative to traditional painkillers, offering relief that encourages gentle but beneficial movement. Additionally, cannabis can support relaxation and it can reduce stress, which is beneficial for recovery after intense workouts. Moreover, using cannabis pre-workout can help ease the anxiety and self-consciousness some experience in gym settings, making fitness environments more accessible and less intimidating. By integrating cannabis into fitness, individuals are not just elevating their workouts, they are embracing a more holistic approach that can transform how they experience the physical activity, fostering a relationship with exercise that is enjoyable, mindful, and sustainable over the long term.
I hope you enjoyed that cannabis segment. A little bit of a knowledge drop for you. That is true. Yeah, definitely. So if you have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out to me. Obviously, like I was making that video earlier. I'm still in the same workout outfit, so I hope you like it. And as you can see, like cannabis and working out really does help. It helps with recovery. It helps with, I mean, even just relaxing and getting your mind right. I've been learning how to do the splits over the past couple of months. It's been really tricky, but I want it to really like push me to the next level in my yoga abilities. So that's been something I've been learning and like getting my mind right by relaxation through cannabis. It's really powerful and I think it can help everyone. So I can't wait to show you guys like some of the results, you know. And thanks so much for all of the hearts. I've been watching you guys like sending the hearts through the YouTube chat and the Rumble chat, and I see it everywhere, so thank you guys so much. I love it. I love seeing your reactions as we are going along. All right, now see you. You might have noticed the video was lagging a little bit. I was running my model and I wanted to address your question. Over the last 6 seasons, primetime NFL game unders hit at a 59.9% rate, generating significant profits. So yeah, the unders hit. Then in the 2023-2024 season specifically, unders hit in nearly 70% of the Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night games. However, this season the over-under trend has evened out a bit, and now we're just looking at the 2024 season. Unders are hitting in 51.9% of primetime games. So there you have it. Those are all of the statistics that I was able to pull up from my AI model. I will definitely rip one more. Let's go. And yeah, feel free to shoot me any other questions that you might have. I'm happy to answer them. It's a vibe. Do I have any favorite plays? I don't know. I think all of my plays are going to be winning plays, so I guess whichever ones are the winners. I think most of them are going to hit. I'm pretty sure. Just from my ROI record that you can see. I'm pretty confident in all of them, so I guess I don't really have a favorite. Hey Red Pill, welcome in. Or are you DM saying Red Pill? Wait, you're Red Pill, right? Okay. I think you just changed your name on YouTube. Let me know in the comment section below. Okay. Hey Red Pill, welcome in. No, I do not recommend to parlay anything. Come on, guys. Don't you know me by now? I don't recommend to parlay anything. But if you want to parlay your prop bets, just do a little bit of an action play, but then play your prop bets straight. Seriously. Play them as individual bets as well, because honestly, the house takes an enormous cut every time you play parlays. And truthfully, I just don't advocate playing parlays, especially because when you lose one leg of your parlay, that's it. That's over. You're not gonna recover any money. Versus if you play them all individually, then 2 out of 3 of them could hit. Versus 0 out of 3, 0. I would have definitely lost that in a 15-leg parlay. You're right, because you don't win 100% of the time. Statistically, I haven't won 100% of the time. But exactly. I think you have a great point, Derek. I was just going to talk about that. We don't parlay here, we sizzle. And I was talking to everyone here, you guys know, successive sizzlers. That's basically when you just roll it over and, you make a bet, you win, you roll it over into your next bet, you roll that over into your next bet. And basically, you have the same adrenaline rush that you would have during a parlay. It has the same feeling of excitement, except I would say even more so, because by the time it's rolled over 3 or 4 times and you're placing down that huge wager, and remember, you've already recouped your original amount, so you're not out your original amount at all. But by the time you're placing that huge wager on the 5th bet, that's an adrenaline rush. So definitely try the successive sizzlers, and to me, that's just a more responsible way to play a parlay, because then you also recoup all of the original money that you initially put down without losing it. Everyone is working hard for their money. I don't want anyone to just go out and waste it or lose it. That's why I advocate just smarter betting. I know you guys are working hard for your money. You should be. With inflation and this economy, smart betting habits could really make a great difference. So that's all I advocate here. Responsible betting. And that's why I love successive sizzlers. Okay, let's dive into some more plays, because I have some. Alright, it is time to dive into college ball. Now, these numbers do not lie. My ROI in college basketball is at 78.3%. I've won 14 games, only lost 1, and I have a 93.3% win rate. That's on 15 units played. Like I said, I only lost 1 bet on 15 unit plays. It doesn't get better than this. Having a 78.3% ROI is massive. It's huge. I want it to stay this way all season. I don't want to change a thing. But I understand, statistically you're going to lose 1. Just 1 though. At least when you're playing with the house. Now, I understand there's some criticism going on that I don't play enough plays in the NFL like a lot of other sports handicappers out there. But truthfully, the lines in the NFL are so much tighter. You see that tonight. I mean, tonight is the perfect example. The spread hasn't moved. There's money, hasn't moved. The total has not moved. Nothing is moving. Tonight's a perfect example. I can't manufacture these lines. The sportsbooks are going to do what the sportsbooks do, and the sportsbooks have this like nailed down. They're really good at this. And that's because they've spent the millions of dollars on, the computer equipment and cloud computing systems and the AI and the deep learning and the neural networks. They've spent, the millions of dollars building those systems. They've spent the money, seriously, and the manpower hiring hundreds of people and, bringing, computer experts and betting experts and game experts and everyone all together to create like the most advanced systems in the world. So betting with the house is always going to be my strategy. And here in college basketball, this is where I see these lines adjusting really in a big way, and it's less tight than the NFL. These lines are moving more. So since I've been averaging about 5 games per day in college basketball, today in this live stream I am going to give you my 5 college basketball plays. I have 2 spreads, 3 totals for you this evening, and I'm ready to win some wagers. Now, let's start off with Wake Forest versus North Carolina A&T. This spread opened up Wake Forest at minus 22.5. This then moved out to minus 25.5, then minus 26.5 on level 2 pro money, and that is pro with a capital P. I like how this has moved. I like how it's moved out. I like how the pro money is supporting this line movement. And honestly, this was a pretty big Las Vegas movement with a lot of pros agreeing. I love when that happens. So I'm taking Wake Forest minus 26.5. Let's go. All right, that is my first college basketball play. Let's dive into my second one. I am taking Florida minus 24 versus Jacksonville. This also had a lot of pro money pushing it out, but Vegas pushed this line out too. Actually, Super Pro, that kind of is correct in a lot of ways. It is mini pro money. It's like there's a little bit of pro money in there, or there's a lot of pro money in there. So if it has a capital P for pro in the morning report, I explain all of this in my key to reading the numbers in the morning report, which you could get at arielcalista.com just by clicking the stay in touch button. I explain this all in the key, but yes, the capital P means it's like a strong pro money. Lots of pros are playing this versus a lowercase p means a little less pro money in here. In this case with Florida, there is a lot of pro money, and it's strong pro money. It's sitting at level 2 right now on my scale of significance, which, as you guys know, goes from 1 being the least significant to 5 the most significant. So it's getting up there, rising through the ranks. I like how this Florida spread opened up at minus 19.5. Then it moved up to minus 24.5. So that's a pretty significant shift. I like how this has moved. And you could still find this at minus 24 in some spots. So shop around a little bit. Definitely. Line shopping is important. Okay. Now, going on to my third college basketball. We are moving on to the totals. I am looking at Southern University versus Iowa. This opened up at 156.5, moved out to 160.5, then moved out even further to 161.5 on level 5 money. So this has moved out a lot. There is a lot of money pushing this, and I like seeing this big move. So I'm taking the over here, absolutely. And this Iowa Southern University game, I like the over 161.5. Yes, I guess so. I think this is going to be a good spread, and I think it's going to hit for sure. I feel pretty confident about that. And I like this total too, Southern University versus Iowa to go over 161.5. But I also like this over as well, and it's in a Cal Poly versus California game. This opened up at 154.5, went up to 157.5. And this was on level 5 money, but this just kept moving. It went out to all the way out to 160.5 on level 5 money. I bet this at 157.5 early, but it's sitting at 160.5. This is a huge move. I think you could still take this now just because, you know, this is such a significant move on the total here that, you know, when I see Vegas get a little crazy and adjust the lines like that, you know, it usually is that they're even more correct than what it even seems like on the surface. I mean, that's what I found this season. Is like whenever Vegas is throwing an odd number on there, they're usually even more correct than you think they are. That's my lesson of the day. Never doubt the house. It sure was. It definitely was. You know, I think that might be a good bet at 25.5 at plus 105. Okay, I mean, honestly, it was a very big move, so I think you would be okay with that play. I really do. I'd take it, for sure. Now, for my final college basketball play, another total, another over. So I hope you guys are all getting your fill of overs tonight. Lots of points here in this UC Davis Idaho game. I like the over 144.5. It opened up at 138.5. Went out to 142 on level 5 money. So that was a very big initial movement, but then this kept moving. It went to 45 and there was level 5 money on it. I bet it hit 142 earlier. I bet the over 142, but this just kept pushing out. You could find it though at 144.5 in a lot of spots. So I would say, you know, if you could find the 144.5, take it, but I wouldn't be opposed to taking the over 145 either. So there you have it. Those are all of my college basketball plays, all 5 of them. Let me just go over my picks of the evening. I agree. This is easy money. We are all going to be winners tonight. And honestly, these ROIs don't lie. I mean, like literally, they don't lie. You could go back and look at the timestamp videos all over my social media, or even just your emails every day. They're always going to be free. All right, so like I said, I'm completely passing on NFL game tonight, but I am taking Derrick Henry to score 2 rushing touchdowns at plus 195. I got that at MGM, but you could still look around. It's sitting at plus 150. Go for the plus 195. Remember what I said about line shopping. That is so important in the NBA. My season ROI, 64.9%. I'm loving it. The total opened up at 227.5. It went out to 230.5. I'm taking the over here. In the Timberwolves-Wolves game, I like the Timberwolves. at -9. It's sitting at -9.5, but you could probably still find it at -9 today. Then I have some props in a Trailblazers Spurs game. First, I am grabbing Stefan Castle to go over 14.5 points, rebounds, assists at -105. I like the over 2.5 assists at +125, and you can also take the over 8.5 points at -106. Moving on to college basketball with my 93.3% win rate this season. These numbers just don't lie. I like Wake Forest -26.5 against North Carolina A&T. I took Florida -24, but I think you could take them even at -25, like you said, Kenleo. And I also took the over in Southern University versus Iowa, over 161.5. Over in a Cal Poly versus California game, 159.5. I played at 157.5, but you could still grab it at 159.5 in some spots. Then the UC Davis versus Idaho game, I took the over 142 early, is sitting at 144.5 in a lot of spots. As you guys know, these numbers simply do not lie. You know, having these kinds of ROIs this season with the timestamp videos across multiple social medias every day, so in case someone bans me, hey, the proof is still out there. It's available. Anyone could check it out. And you know, you could learn to become a handicapper, reaching these ROIs, hitting these 90+% win rates like I'm doing. It's easy. You can simply read Sports Betting Illuminated. In this book, I dive into all of my strategies. Plus, I have real life examples that I actually walk you through, showing you my strategy on how I make my analysis so that you could do this at home yourself. And I've already heard from so many readers that no matter if they're a beginner or even if they've been in a handicapping field for many years, that this book has truly affected them and has helped them become a better handicapper overall. So if you'd like to read this book, I am shipping out signed copies right now, available on my website, arielcalista.com. Just click on the shop button, the store button, it's all right there. And for a limited time, I'm doing a book bundle where you could get Infrared Illuminated, my first book that I wrote about the science of our infrared energy, and Sports Betting Illuminated as a bundle for 20% off both books, plus free shipping on everything. That's how we roll at arielcalista.com. You know I'm not going to charge you guys for shipping. None of that. Free shipping at arielcalista.com. So please tell your friends, share with other people so that we could all win together, because that's my goal. Teaching all of you every day that sports betting doesn't have to be a zero-sum game. This could be a scenario where we all win together, and that's possible simply by playing with the house. So please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Please share this video with one of your friends. That would really mean a lot to me. Teaching someone out there that, hey, all of this information and these plays and everything is available to you every single day. So don't forget to tell a friend, give this video a thumbs up, and have a wonderful winning day. Good luck tonight on all of your wagers. I can't wait to catch you back here Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern for another show of Sports Betting Illuminated. I had so much fun with you guys tonight. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. I'll have some of that tree up there for you soon. Maybe one more rip before we go. I had so much fun with you guys tonight. Don't forget to get your minds right, to win some wagers. And have a lovely evening. All right, thanks for joining me, everyone. I'll see you Sunday morning.